Hey, how's it going? Dave here, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about 2-5-1s and how you can spice them up a little bit and make them sound a little bit more soulful than the traditional way to play them. What is a 2-5-1? Well, we've got 7 chords in a key and we are playing the 2nd, 5th and 1st chords in our key. So for example, in the key of C major, which is the key we're working in today, we've got the chords C major 7, that's the first chord, the second chord's D minor 7, then E minor 7, then we've got F major 7, we've got G7, we've got A minor 7, and we've got B minor 7 flat 5. Okay, so the second chord is D minor 7, the 5th chord is G7, and the first chord is C major 7 there. Let's take a look at what I was doing in that example at the beginning. So what I was doing is I was playing this D minor 7 chord, hammering on from the 9th to the 3rd, then hammering on there to the 8th fret, then hammering on to the 8th fret again on the high E string. So doing that, and then just descending the chord as well. And then I moved from, instead of playing a G7, I played a G13 chord. So G13 chord is a really good option, or a G11, which looks like that. But I went for a G13, then I turned it into a G7 sharp 5 chord to add extra tension, then added a flat 9 there. It's called an altered chord if you don't know what I'm doing here. And altered chords are a really great way of taking your 5 chord and adding some tension to it. So if you want to learn about altered chords, you can check out the video up there, or I'll leave it in the description as well so you can check it out after watching this video. Then for the 1 chord, I just played a C major 7, hammering on my middle finger there on the 2nd fret of the D string, playing it open first. So that's the first 2-5-1. Then we're going to be playing a 2-5-1 in the key of A minor, which is the relative minor of C major. So in the key of A minor, we've got all the same chords, just in a different order. So we've got A minor 7, we've got B minor 7 flat 5, C major 7, D minor 7, E minor 7, F major 7, and G7. Okay, so chord 2 is our B minor 7 flat 5, which is otherwise known as a half diminished chord. We've got an E7 for chord 5. It would typically be an E minor 7, but anytime we have a 5, we can use a dominant chord and it sounds a lot better than just playing an E minor. There's a better resolution from the 5 to the 1. So we're playing an E7 and then to our A minor. So to recap one more time, B minor 7 flat 5, E7 instead of E minor 7, and then A minor 7. Okay, so I just played the B minor 7 flat 5 normally as you would. But then I played an altered chord for the 5 chord again, and this time I played an A7 flat 9 with a bit of a twist. So I'm playing this B diminished 7th chord here. I'm playing it with the E, low E in the bass. And that creates a E7 flat 9 chord. Then what I can do with this diminished chord is move up 3 frets, and I've got all the same notes as I had in this B diminished chord. Okay, so I'm still technically playing the same chord, just inverted a little bit differently. And then again, I move up 3 frets to an F diminished chord, which is technically a B diminished chord, which is technically a D diminished chord, depending on how you're seeing it, and bringing out that E low note again. And that really adds some tension there. Yeah, then this little run, open 7-8 on the high E string. And I'll move into an A minor 9 chord. Instead of playing the 1 as just an A minor 7, you play it as an A minor 9 by putting your little finger on the 7th fret of the high E string there. And I just played the top 4 strings with the A string ringing out. And then you can do these cool little runs. If you know your pentatonic scale, while letting that chord ring out on the 5th fret, and letting the A string open ring out, then you can create these cool sounds. So there you have it. Then I use the minor pentatonic scale to lead back into the major 2-5-1. So we're going to be playing D minor 7, G7, C major 7 again. So Then I just run up the scale up to E. Then I play a D minor 9 chord. Okay, so we're still on the 2, but just a different shape. I'm playing a D minor 9, just like this A minor 9, but up at the 10th fret. Then embellish it a little bit. Then I move to another G13, but this G13 looks like this. 10, 9, 10, 12, 12. There's a G13. And then I finish on a C major 7, which looks like that. On the 4th string, 10, then 12, 12, 12. Then I put my little finger on the 15th fret, just to embellish it a bit more. And then with my middle finger, tap the 8th fret, which is a C on the low E string. And that adds a bit more bass to the chord. And we've got this weird position my hands have ended up in. Those are some cool options for spicing up a 2-5-1. Make sure you use your altered chords for chord 5, and then you could use for your 2 in a major key, you could use a minor 7, a minor 9, a minor 11 chord maybe. And for your 5s, obviously use your altered chords, your flat 9s, your sharp 9s, flat 5th, sharp 5th chords. And then for your 1 in a major key, you could use a major 7, major 9, major 13 would be a good option as well. Then for your minor 2-5-1s, you want to use your half diminished chord or your minor 7 flat 5 for your 2. Then for your 5, again use your altered chords, and then for chord 1 we can play a minor chord, a minor 7, minor 9 or a minor 11 potentially. So you've got a lot of options when it comes to 2-5-1s, making them sound more soulful. Don't forget, if you want to really make them have that neo-soul kind of vibe, you really want to add those scale runs in there in between your chords, and use lots of different techniques like sliding, hammering on, legato, all those kinds of things to really be expressive with what you're doing, because it's all about expression and feel with this style of music. So if you enjoyed the video, please click like, let me know what you thought in the comments, and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell so that you're notified every single time I release a new video. Also, check out my Patreon page. You have absolutely no obligation to pay me or donate, but if you feel like you want to give back to the channel and I've helped you out, then donations on the Patreon would be greatly appreciated. It starts at $2 a month, and I'll be uploading exclusive lessons there in the near future. There's already a bunch of other things there for you to check out too. Also, head to the description and check out the first 2 chapters of my book if you haven't done so already. That book's called Chord Charisma, and what those first 2 chapters are going to show you is how to create a basic chord progression and then add embellishments like your 7ths, 9ths, 11ths and 13ths to create these really sophisticated sounding chord progressions. That's absolutely free for you, so you have no reason not to check it out, and I will see you in the next video, so have a good one.